As both Wolverine and Blade stared at each other, they found themselves in a strange place, the inner sanctum. Both took a fighting stance, asking, "Who the hell are you, and what is this place?" In an instant, they began fighting, Blade's katana clashing against Wolverine's claws. Dr. Strange flew in, saying, "Gentlemen, that's enough. I was the one who just saved your asses from certain defeat, so put it away." Logan responded, "Why did you bring us here?" "Well, you're welcome, first of all," Dr. Strange replied. "And secondly, if you hadn't noticed, you were being set up. You were about to be devoured by the strongest vampire ever known, Dracula. If he had taken your blood, he would have gained the ability to walk in sunlight, bringing him closer to true immortality and making him nearly impossible to stop. And you, Blade, he was moments away from killing you. He was just toying with you. You have to be more careful." Dr. Strange looked at both of them sternly. "You and Dracula will meet again. Things are in motion that you can't understand. It is fate that brought you both to me. We have a self-fulfilling prophecy to stop." At that moment, Blade started hearing the voices again. "Come find me. I am waiting in the library, locked away." He snapped back to reality and asked Dr. Strange, "What do you have hiding away in the library?" Dr. Strange was taken aback. "Listen, there are forces in drawing you to a book called The Darkhold, a tome of malevolence and immense power." Blade now understood where the voices were coming from, but he questioned himself, "Why am I being aided by this book?" He wondered if this was the prophecy his father spoke about in the secret society of Tirana. Dr. Strange explained that they needed to come together to prevent the prophecy from unfolding. This would be the beginning of the Midnight Suns. Think of them as an occult version of the Avengers. Our journey won't be easy, but it's necessary to stop the darkness that threatens us all. Logan snickered. "I don't need your protection or whatever team you're putting together," as he started to walk away. Suddenly, Deadpool burst through a window, exclaiming, "Wait up, Peanut! Shit is about to go down! And for you in the audience, doesn't Wolverine's costume look like two Batmans kissing? I'm just saying." Wolverine retorted, "You look like an asshole wearing the wrong costume. It's a different comic book, dipshit." Deadpool responded, "Well, this is embarrassing. Big fan of the tights if you're watching Superman. I'll take it off." Just then, a demon erupted through the floor, ripping Deadpool's arm off. Deadpool, unfazed, quipped, "Well, would you look at that? I was right. Oh, and Logan Freddy Krueger wants his claws back." Many more demons, known as the Lilin and controlled by Lilith, began ripping through the floor, searching for the Darkhold. Swarms of these demons descended upon the inner sanctum. In an instant, Ghost Rider blasted in on his motorcycle, running over and killing 5 demons. As Deadpool's arm started regenerating, he quipped, "Whoa, who the fuck invited the world's angriest jack-o'-lantern to the party?" Ghost Rider, unfazed, took out his fiery chain and whipped it around the necks of 10 demons, decapitating them in one swift motion. Meanwhile, Wolverine and Blade joined the fray, each cutting down demons with lethal precision. The battle had begun in earnest, and the heroes fought valiantly against the infernal onslaught. In this version, Ghost Rider, known as Johnny Blaze, is enveloped by a demonic spirit of vengeance. Sometimes, Johnny can control this spirit to help humanity. The spirit possessing him is Zarathos, an ancient angel who once fought for humanity, but is now corrupted and seeking vengeance, locked away in a powerful medallion. Ghost Rider's powers are elite level, but the human body he inhabits limits his potential. Despite this, he has defeated all the Avengers and X-Men, and even bested Mephisto, who once fought Galactus to a standstill. Ghost Rider's power levels and extensive knowledge of the occult make him a crucial ally in the war against the supernatural, not to mention his interdimensional travel capabilities. However, even he was wary of the prophecy the Darkhold held, prompting him to join the fight. As hordes of demons continued to pour in, Ghost Rider turned to Dr. Strange and advised, "Get them out of here and take the book. She is coming." Blade looked at Dr. Strange. "Who is she?" Dr. Strange, with a look of concern, replied, "Could it be Lilith, the mother of evil, coming to claim the book?" As Dr. Strange tried to open a portal, he noticed his powers were being suppressed. He urgently told Wolverine, Blade, and Deadpool, "Run to the library and get the book. Do not look back. Higher-level demons are coming, and she will be next." Ghost Rider held his ground, consuming demon souls and unleashing hellfire to obliterate them. The heroes sprinted towards the library, their mission clear and the stakes higher than ever. As they neared the library, the floor opened up to reveal Sitarak the Destroyer, or Lord of Oblivion, an immensely powerful extra-dimensional being from the Crimson Cosmos that makes Hulk look like his baby brother. He had created the Crimson Gem, which granted Omega-level power to anyone who came into contact with it, transforming them into an unstoppable Juggernaut. Sitarak himself was the OG but godlike version of Juggernaut, much larger and more dangerous to other dimensions. Doctor Strange immediately began casting a spell to send Sitarak back to his Crimson Dimension. Simultaneously, he used the Darkhold to turn the tide of the battle. As this was happening, Blade heard voices urging him to touch the Darkhold. He appeared to be in a trance, slowly walking towards it. Deadpool and Wolverine started protecting Doctor Strange from the oncoming demons, fully aware that failing to banish Sitarak would spell certain doom for them all. Deadpool shouted to Blade, "Hey, you in the leather trench coat, fan of the Matrix I see, the fuck you doing? A little help would be great." Ghost Rider joined in to assist with the spell, understanding the tremendous danger they were in. The scene was chaotic, with demons swarming everywhere and a huge juggernaut-like being of immense power trying to break through. Blade, still entranced and moving toward the Darkhold, seemed oblivious to the chaos around him. As Blade inched closer to the Darkhold, Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider couldn't halt the spell, knowing it would let Sitarak in. Desperate, Doctor Strange yelled, "Wolverine, stop Blade! Do it now!" Wolverine went into Berserker mode and charged at Blade. However, Blade used his mist transformation to evade, continuing his approach to the Darkhold. Deadpool shouted, "Try using your scissor hands to cut his arm off every time he reaches for the book." With his speed, Wolverine kept slashing at Blade's arms, forcing them to remain in mist form, preventing him from touching the Darkhold. The scene remained chaotic, with the massive threat of Sitarak looming ever closer. In an astonishing move, Blade's eyes began to glow as he managed to grab and stop both of Wolverine's claws without being cut. Staring intensely at Wolverine, Blade began bending the adamantium claws, causing Wolverine to writhe in pain. With a powerful spin, Blade hurled Wolverine into a wall, breaking through it. The spell was almost complete, but Blade, now in a trance, began reading from the Darkhold. Whispers of demonic voices started to engulf the room. As the spell reached its climax, Blade read a page that summoned an ancient being, allowing it to enter and possess him. The room filled with dark energy as the ancient entity took hold within Blade, and Sitarak was banished. The ancient being inside Blade was Atum the Demogorge, nicknamed the God-Eater, who began the Demiurge and devoured gods and energies in Earth's infancy to strengthen his own power. This being was too powerful for the MCU to contain, as he would eat gods and demons for breakfast. Blade, now possessed by Atum, was transformed into a being of immense power, given the name Switchblade in Marvel Comics. Without hesitation, Switchblade immediately targeted the strongest threat, Ghost Rider. In an instant, he grabbed Ghost Rider's skull and heated it to the level of disintegration, absorbing his essence. This was just a taste of Switchblade's newfound power in his possessed state. Deadpool was immediately sliced into hundreds of pieces, scattering across the ground within seconds. Doctor Strange, still holding the Darkhold, quickly used its power to transport himself and Wolverine to safety. As they reappeared in a different location, both stared at each other in disbelief, struggling to comprehend the immense power of the being they had just encountered and what it might do next. Share, like, comment, and subscribe for more content.